Good afternoon, members of the African Kingdom. News late last night broke that maybe it's Ghizzaline. Ghizzaline Maxwell was moved from a prison in Florida to a minimum security prison in Texas. So there's a lot of rumors circling as why she might have been moved by the Trump administration. If you need to know more about this prison, it is known to be the least restrictive minimum security prison of the federal prison system, okay, within the federal prison system. So a lot of people are making speculations that this might mean a pardon from the Trump administration. I'm not going to go that far. People do get moved from prison to prison all the time within the federal system, but the timing is definitely odd, okay? Obviously, the timing, I guess you can say it's not really surprising because last week, she met with Deputy AG Todd Blanche, who is Trump's former personal attorney. I made a video on this. And she sat for 2 different days, 9 hours across those 2 different days, and answered questions, which the public doesn't know what questions she was asked, what questions she answered, or what information was revealed, which is obviously odd as well, that the administration is being so secretive. I guess it's not odd. We know how corrupt this administration is. Also, at that meeting, there is always a member of the federal government present at an interview with a potential witness, especially from the FBI. It's usually someone from the FBI. And no one was present in that interview between Todd Blanche and Ghizzaline Maxwell. Maybe it's Ghizzaline, I think, except for her attorney. But there's always another representative from the federal government. And of course, there was none during this interview. So one might ask why she was moved to this minimum security, least restrictive prison. Probably because Todd Blanche pushed for it. So the Bureau of Prisons actually decides what prisoners get moved and to where. And who has authority over the Bureau of Prisons? Who? The Department of Justice. Todd Blanche is the second most powerful person behind Pam Bondi in the Department of Justice. So it is very possible that at the minimum, the Trump administration and Todd Blanche and the DOJ wanted to move Ghizzaline to a least restrictive prison for answering questions, although we don't even know what she answered, probably didn't really answer any questions, but for working with the administration on giving any information that she had or that she was willing to reveal is what it sounds more like. So it doesn't necessarily mean that she's getting a pardon. It could mean she's getting a pardon, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. She could just be getting moved to be in more favorable prison with better conditions. According to the Bureau of Prisons, this prison she was sent to doesn't have any perimeter fencing. Also, if you remember Elizabeth Holmes, she was convicted for her scam running Theranos. I don't know how you say the name of that company. She's in this same minimum security prison in Texas. Okay, so this is a prison that has mostly white-collar crime. Convicts, okay, not any violent offenders. So at the minimum, at the least, it looks like that this administration was kind of taking care of Ghizzaline in some way by sending her to the least restrictive federal prison in the country. And keep in mind, she is a convicted assayer and trafficker. So she doesn't really deserve to be in a minimum security prison, especially for all you MAGAs that said, I voted for Trump to protect the children, to protect the underage girls from exploitation. Now you don't seem to give a shit about that, of course. And the Trump administration is putting Ghizzaline, maybe it's Ghizzaline, in a much better prison. So we will see what this means. Again, he said he's not going to give her a pardon, but we know we can't really trust the words of this administration. So stay tuned. I'm sure we'll get more information on this over the next 2 weeks, but stay tuned. Stay on this story. If you are an anti-MAGA, a Democrat, an independent that is against Trump, and for protecting the children and underage girls, stay on this story. Don't let the Trump administration run away from it. Don't turn a blind eye to the Jeffrey Schmepstein co-conspirator, okay?